Hey guys, Ron from Yotek GNA, and today we got an odd little gun. Today we have the Chiappa Little Badger, chambered in 22 long rifle. Now to my knowledge, you can also find this gun chambered in 17 caliber, but today we got the 22 version. Now I'll start off with a few features of this gun. I'll start off with the back. Now, the butt on this gun is completely plastic, and it looks a little uncomfortable, but I actually like it. It contours really well to your shoulder. This is the curve on it, so not a problem for me. And for kick, it's not a problem because it's 22 caliber and not much kick. Right next to it, you have a little rack for some bullets. Now, being a hinge action, single shot, you don't really need it for speed firing, but it's nice and it's cool to have right next to you. There's 6 on each side of it, and it can hold 12 shells in total. And another thing, they don't fall out when you shake it, so they're very strong. It holds in there good. Now let's talk about the stock on this. It looks a little flimsy, and there's a little bit of give on it, but it's actually pretty strong. But if you squeeze it too tight or step on it, it will bend, so I won't do that. Now let's talk about another thing people have a big problem with this gun is where you hold it. It doesn't look natural, but in all honesty, from holding it and shooting it, it feels pretty comfortable. I don't have a problem with it, and you shouldn't either. Now, if you really do have a problem with it, it does have a little rail at the bottom behind the trigger that they make a custom pistol grip for it if you really want to. Along with that, there's 4 other rails, one on the top, both sides, and the bottom. The bottom for a forward grip, which would counteract its main ability, so I don't know what the point of that would be. The top one would be the most useful. You can get a scope or a sight, which I plan on doing, mainly because the sights on this gun, if you can see, it's a peep sight and a bit of a wing sight at the end, and it's good for close range, big objects, small objects, but smaller objects at range, it's pretty hard to hit. Let's see what we talk about next. At the end here, this little plastic piece, it's already, you can remove this pretty easily just by screwing it, and it is already threaded for a silencer, so that's pretty cool. Now, let's talk about the main feature on this gun, is that it almost completely folds. It folds to about 18 inches. It's a great gun if you want to go backpacking or hiking. In fact, it is included with it is a little backpack, and it's pretty cool. Another great idea for this gun is maybe buy it for your first gun for your kid. It's really light. It's about 1.5 pounds, and I brought my first 22 here also to compare. I brought my Marlin model 150. And in comparison of size and of course weight, this is much heavier. I don't know the exact weight, but I'd say it's well over 6 pounds. Of course, what you're giving up with Chiappa Little Badger is that it's single shot hinge action, while this is a tube fed semi-automatic, so it's much faster shooting. Now, I had only had one little hang up with the Chiappa Little Badger, and that was the fact that every time you'd shoot a bullet, the firing pin would bend the metal on the bullet down, and then it would get jammed inside. Now, being a single shot, this isn't that much of a hindrance. All you'd have to do is, just after it would be locked down, all you have to do is spin and pull out, which isn't that big of a deal, but it's a little annoying. And I guess the price range, this gun can range anywhere from $150 to $200. I picked mine up for $170 on sale. And I don't regret the decision. It was a great deal, and I really like the gun. That's it, guys. Rate, comment, and subscribe if you want to see this little guy shot. Hey, thanks.